And good morning. Welcome in once again. It's time for another installment of Mortgage Talk with Michael Giacomino. Michael is Senior Loan Officer for First Centennial Mortgage. You can join Michael on Wednesdays at this time as we address common concerns and questions about financing options for purchasing or refinancing a home. You can visit OswegoHomeLoans.com to learn more. Michael, welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining us. And how are we doing today?
Good morning, Mike. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good. So let's see where we are. We've had a couple of shows under our belt, gotten some good information out to our listeners, and hopefully they're learning something new each week. What are we focusing on today?
So today, in summary, we've covered the importance and the power behind the pre-approval. We've talked about that. We've talked about the mortgage process and what happens to your file. We talked about the benefits of refinance. The last show, we spoke about the VA loan and what kind of great benefits that's for our military friends. And today, just kind of want to dive in to see what 2021 is going to look like and where we're headed next. You know, the housing, interest rates, and all that kind of fun stuff. Last year in 2020, well, heck, 2019 as well, is a heck of a ride. You know, if anybody's bought or sold a home in the last 2 years, you know, we had to deal with the pandemic, and that changed life as we know it. But the real estate market was super hot. We've seen people moving out of the city, moving into the burbs, wanting more land. So kind of seeing that out there. Bidding war has been crazy. Home values going through the roof. Highest we've seen in a long time. More comparable, I'd say, in the mid-2000s. Low rates have really definitely helped fuel this fire here.
Yeah, you get that combination with the values going up and the low rates. Just a great time to be looking.
Definitely is. We have the inventories. Anybody's searched online or talked to some realtor friends, that inventory is low, and they're hearing that everywhere. It's not just in Oswego or Plano or Yorkville. It's everywhere. Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, California, you name it. It's low everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good time to take advantage of low rates, but as you're mentioning, there might not always be the amount of properties that you're interested in.
Yeah, and, now the time of the year we're in, not only do we have inventory at a record low setting, we have the seasonality dip. Folks now wanting to list their house or move in the wintertime.
Right. So with the rates, they're still pretty much low for the most part, right? What are we looking at, with rates and going forward here?
Yeah, rates are still historically low, Mike. I think we're going to see an upward trajectory as the year goes on. We have already seen that in the market in the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, haven't seen in the twos in a little bit, and I don't know if we're going to see that again. So like I said, rates have ticked up, still historically pretty darn low. I personally don't think the increase in rates are going to negatively affect the real estate purchase market. And why I say that is reading the stats, there's a ton of millennials and first-time home buyers still sitting on the sidelines waiting to jump in. The one thing I do believe is going to happen is a lot of folks that took advantage of the really low rates, the refinances in the twos, even the high ones, they're going to be really hesitant of selling and not want to get rid of that mortgage. Maybe we see an increase in the rental space because, again, these folks don't want to give up that great rate.
And I guess with all of this, it all comes down to timing, making sure you make the move at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, most definitely.
So,
the rising values, like they brought large increases to homeowners' equity. Not that I'm a huge fan of checking your values on Zillow, but anywhere you go online and check comparables of what your home's selling for, you can see that, again, the values are super high in the strong market. One way to take advantage of these increasing home values is refinancing. Pulling some cash out, fix up your home, or pay off some debt.
In our last minute, Michael, what do you see ahead for 2022?
I see the Fed's already talked about they want to raise the rates. Not that the rates that they're playing with is completely tie into the mortgage world because we're on the bond, but it goes in unison. So I think we're going to see rates keep rising for 2022. I believe values are going to be stable and rise, and we got to keep an eye on inflation.
Yeah, that is certainly something to keep in mind. Any final thoughts on today's topic?
No, I'm good, Mike. Thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, the best way to get a hold of Michael, if you have questions about what we've talked about today or on any of our shows, is to call him, 630-746-7478. That's the number I just called to get Michael. He'll talk to you, too. You can go online, OswegoHomeLoans.com. Michael Giacomino, NMLS number 1983164, First Centennial Mortgage, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 132763, Illinois Residential Mortgage Licensee, MB0004239. It's Mortgage Talk with Michael Giacomino from First Centennial Mortgage.